Welcome to the channel, my pack cracking family, Clever Magic Trevor here. And that name isn't exactly true, but we're on the Clever Magic Community YouTube channel, and thanks for visiting. And the reason why that name isn't exactly true, I'm actually Clever Flesh and Blood Trevor today. Yes, we are opening some Crucible actually. Yes, Crucible of War. These packs and boxes are so awesome. So, I don't want to take too long because I opened the entire box. Kind of wanted to show off the cards. Honestly, I kind of want to spread the game a little bit. I want to talk about it more over, or at least give it a little bit of spotlight, because the gameplay is amazing, guys, amazing. And these booster boxes, when you're buying them, $18. Really, all you need, buy a couple of hero decks. Buy a couple of hero decks to start out with, and then get the introductory playmat, because it does help you out. The one that I show you in my video is a more advanced playmat, but this one actually, it shows you the combat chain. It shows you where to put all your cards and whatnot. So when you begin playing, this comes in super handy. And I don't know what the price are on those. If not, what I would do is just have like a printout of this, so that on a regular playmat you can kind of mimic it, because these playmats and the way you set your cards up are fairly important there. It's not like where Magic, where you just have the few spots, the exile, the graveyard, the stack. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's learn a little bit about Flesh and Blood and see if you like the cards. I mean, it's super interesting. It's a super interesting game. The gameplay is awesome and the cards are amazing. Let's check it out. All right. You see the playmat right there? Yes, you do. Look at that. That's my new playmat for Flesh and Blood. That's right. New playmat for Flesh and Blood. And that's what we're doing today. That is what we're doing. I had enough requests for this that I want to film one on camera. Why not? This game is unbelievable. Given the opportunity, you guys should try. You should play it. I actually, look how cool these packs look too. I'm just gonna open it up like a display, because that's what it is. It's a display. Let me get my, see that? Oh, look at that gorgeous thing. Let me get my box over here. It has some of my cards. And these hero decks, they are not very expensive. You could get away with playing with just these, okay? With just these. So you'll get, obviously the ninja hero, and then, a bunch of other kind of simplistic cards to see if you like the gameplay, which is, the gameplay is awesome. The art is incredible. The gameplay is awesome. There's some of my nice cards right there. Yes, these are the only ones I've opened so far. Other than that, I haven't opened the other alpha sets. I just wasn't into the game before. I mean, not quite yet. I like the idea of it. I just hadn't actually played with it. I hadn't convinced my wife to play it. With that being said, let's put this off to the side. Let's check these cards out. So they actually went down from what, the 15, 16? Something like that. 15 card down to 10 card. In which case, you will get like 2 rares or majestics. Yes, they call them majestics, not mythics. And one foil. It'll either be a rainbow or a cold foil. Look at that. I'm opening it off camera. And then the rest are going to be common. So that's how Crucible works, and we'll go from there. Let's appreciate the backs, because I always appreciate the back of Magic cards, and these are just incredible. I mean, so now you got the mechanologist's actions, if that's what hero you're playing. you know, and this is a workshop, and you'll notice these are the resources to play, how much to play them, your defense, any sort of skill, but you got to read in there because a lot of these actions, I mean, it takes some getting used to. So when I split them up into the different categories. Like this is a wizard weapon, so pretty cool wizard weapon right there. But these are all commons. You'll see the circle around them in the alpha prints on Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Rising, which I don't know why I pointed back there. You can't see back there. There was no circle around there. So that's the addition. So when Unlimited comes out, that'll be one of the things people are looking for when they're buying stuff. So deal 3 arcane damage to target hero. And you can decide whether you want to, because, you know, with different heroes, you get different health, different amount of cards drawn. We'll go through these kind of slow at first. Out for Blood, that is just one nasty picture. I'm sorry, that is. So here's one of the heroes. It's just a common. Viscerae, the Rune Blade hero. You start with 40 health and you draw 4 cards each turn. Each turn you draw those cards, and then you decide what you want to use those cards for, whether it's resources to play cards, which is card cost 1. You know, that other one we looked at cost 0. So, and that's just it. And then there's different things. So here's Rushing River, one of our rares. This is one of the Rushing Rivers. It's red up above here. It's 1 resource, 0 to play. Okay. Oh, we pulled the Majestic already. A Flood of Force. And just a common Sleep Dart, but look at that beautiful card. The foiling, this is a rainbow foil. Foiling is pretty incredible on that. So let's sleeve up. I've been going with whites for my Flesh and Blood. Not about going red. But I felt like I just enjoyed the white sleeves and I never use them, so put all of our Majestics in sleeves right away. Most of them are selling for a decent amount, even non-foil, between $10 and $30 on eBay. And TCG hasn't picked this up yet. They will. So beautiful cards. Okay, so we got a Rune Blade action. Normally when I'm doing this, and I'll do this off camera because I don't want to take too much of your time, I do divide it up into commons and then into their groups. So there's a Brood action. Riled Up. Torrent of Tempo. Consuming Volition. I mean, look at that. There's some creepy stuff in here, and I think they put age 16 or something on these boxes. Age 16 plus. There's some graphic stuff. So here we go. A rare, a Crane Dance, and this is a 2 resource Crane Dance. And then we got a Mandible Claw, which is the great weapon for the Brute, if you're gonna play the Brute one. Ooh, look at this. We already got a foil Majestic. A Feign Death. 2 resource 1. Boom. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes, get in there. We'll double sleeve you later. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Rare and mythic foils go over there. Keep things straight. Man, see, we're only it's our 3rd pack. Another action, a ninja action. I'll get my thumb out of the way, huh? Start pulling them like this. Sleep Dart. Snap back. It's a wizard action. Here's an instant, a guardian instant. And you got to be careful because when you're up on the line and you're making moves, instants still only count in certain phases and whatnot. You got this game's a little bit more complicated than Magic at first. And then it just kind of flows, and since there's no way to get mana screwed or anything, you're just basically using the resources on each card to play your cards. You can play them, you know, pitch them, you know, or save them for blocking, you know, if you have 3 blocking right there. There's another hero. This is one of the new heroes, the Data Doll. I actually pulled a Data Doll rainbow the other day. Pretty sweet. But see, so a young hero is basically like drafting. It's a short game. So there's only 20 health and you only draw 3 cards. High speed impact, mechanologist action, and a common bittering thorns. But I'm telling you what, the foiling, the card stock quality, they feel a little bit thinner than Magic, but unbelievable. Just great cards. I really enjoy them. So this is a very impressive game. I mean, I've played a lot of TCGs and none of them have really kept my interest past Magic. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever get Magic out of my system. Magic's always been part of my life. I like playing Magic. I like everything about it, you know. But the art on these is really sweet, which is what I always appreciated about Magic. Which they used a lot of the same artists, from my understanding. So push forward. A torrent of tempo. Predatory assault. A dash. So there's the mechanologist hero. 40 and 4. I usually keep my heroes separate too, which I should probably start doing. Maruvian Skies. 2 resource 1. And a Cindering Foresight. Pretty nasty. There, picture. Oh, rare. Promise of Plenty. And rares in the foils get card sleeves too. Some of these, like this one's probably, I don't really know actually, $3-4 maybe. But some of the rares, you know, especially the weapons and whatnot, they get up there in price. So good weapons, hard to come by. You don't want good weapons. Okay, Consuming Volition. So we've seen that before. Did we see the 2 resource one? And that's part of the makeup of the deck, is you got to figure out, you know, you're giving up certain things to get, you know, they change even though they're the same card, and so you got to have the right makeup and see what works best for you or whatever, however you're playing. You know, aggressive player. What type of player are you? Meet and greet. I don't think I want that. Towering Titan. Talishar, the Lost Prince. I'd like to get this in cold foil. I bet that is sweet. But this is one of the generic weapons. Most of them go to a specific class, you know. Class of heroes. Hero, a rune chant. It's so beautiful. Man, I'm telling you what, these cards are beautiful. Beautiful. Just throwing it off to the side now. Okay, so there's a standard ninja weapon. Azalea. Ace in the hole. That's the ranger, obviously, because that's what it said. Out of blood. Blast. Soul Bead Strike. Bittering Thorns, which we got that one foil, which was the same one as this. Same resource use and everything. Now we got a rare Reinforce the Line, which is a generic instant. Anybody can play it for 1 resource, and it will give you 1 resource, play for 0. Promise of Plenty, which is what we just pulled in Rainbow, and Blessing of Serenity. But tell me these aren't just like freaking gorgeous, man. Freaking gorgeous. I don't know what it is about the foiling they use, but it's I don't know, sometimes with Magic cards the foiling just seems a little off, especially in some of the collector's packs and whatnot. They just feel like stickers or something. I don't know. That is not. Those feel the same. It's pretty unbelievable. Choke Slam. Oh, Dave and Josh keep texting me. Put it in airplane mode, but I still get texts. Rushing River. Actually, we're in a group text, and that's how we communicate. See, here we go. Majestic. Here we go. Gambler's Gloves. I have not pulled this one yet. That is sweet. And a common Consuming Volition. Okay. I feel like we're getting places. We're getting places. There's 3 cards that are unbelievably hard to get. The 2 legendaries, and then the one fabled, which is, I think in this set it's the Arc Knight. I think it's the Arc Knight. So, you know, if we pull one of those, there's Kano. It'd be pretty sweet. And I think that only comes in a cold foil. I have to check. But it would make sense, because the cold foiling on this, when we pull our cold foil, if I can tell the difference. See if I can tell the difference. So that's a trap, a ranger defense. I haven't heard great things about traps. I haven't played ranger, so I don't know quite yet. But there's a Zephyr needle. And when you get something like this in a cold foil or something, the foiling's like really subtle. It's awesome. This workshop looks cool in rainbow. In rainbow. So what do you guys think? What do you think? I mean, the cards are cool, right? I mean, there's something about opening these packs too. And you know, I don't know what they're running right now. But they were, when sets come out, they're, you know, $76, $80 for the booster box. You know, they're not much more, and you can get going like right away. I mean, you play tabletop, just get used to it until your LGS starts coming around with it. In Spokane, you know, our nearby city over in Washington, they already have kind of a group over there. There's like 30 or 40 people that play, get together. I have not gone because I'm a busy man. I'd love to meet up with them though. That'd be great. Another trap, ranger defense, and here we go. Absorption Dome. It's the Majestic right there. And a push forward coming. So, I pulled a number of Absorption Domes, but the thing is, with the resources and stuff, I haven't noticed, are they the same or are they different? Do they rotate the same as the commons do, where some of the stuff is just different? You gotta really know what you're doing. I mean, you gotta play the right cards, put the right cards in your deck for what you're trying to do, for what you're trying to, what your goal is. I mean, it's beyond me. I've only played with simpletons that also don't know what they're doing, and then we stumble through the rules and whatnot, and you know, all stuff that just comes with time. I remember with Magic, we didn't even know how to play Magic. It was ridiculous. Ranger defense and another trap, and a high-speed impact. And a cash in. That is I was gonna say beautiful card, but I don't know. Beautiful is the right word, if you know what I mean. Okay. But like over here, real quick. There's a rock slide. There's a rock slide. So those are both the same rock slides. Let's see if we can find a high-speed impact. See, these high-speed impacts are different. One hits for more, same defense, same amount to play, but one only gives you one resource. But if you're not looking to pitch it and use it as resources, then it's a lot more damage. And see the blue and the red? And they use the kind of same thing on that, but you got to make sure, you know, you got to make sure you know what you're doing and what your deck's designed to do. It's kind of interesting. And, yeah, it's adjustments we all make. Same with Magic and everything like that. Super cool, though. I've really enjoyed this Flesh and Blood. You start to see the same cards, and until you actually go to set up a deck, you don't realize, you know, the intricacies of each. So, you know, I end up breaking them down into each of the crane dances and, you know, the barraging bighorns and a workshop. Still cool. I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed one cold foil. I could be wrong, and I have heard of people not getting cold foils. But every single one of my boxes has had at least one. One box had 2. So, and that box had a legendary in it. So, I don't know if that legendary was just jumped in there or what. Pitfall Trap. Zen State. Yes, just like all of us. So peaceful. Ooh, here we go. Mythic, it's an action though. Find Center. So it's definitely a rainbow foil. And I'll have to research, like I don't even know if there's commons that you can get cold foils in. I'm not quite sure. I think the only cold foils I had were Legendary and Majestic. Research notes. It's a Rune Blade, Ninja Action, Torrent of Tempo, Dauntless, Towering Titan, and Snapback. Okay. I think these last few packs will just basically kind of skim over the commons, because not much is going to change except for weapons. Most of the stuff is the same stuff over and over, but we'll just kind of cruise through it. A lot of it is I like the art, so I like that's another reason I like to look through it. Moravian Skies, pulled one earlier. Cindering Foresight, pulled one earlier. I'm pretty sure they were in the same pack as well. And this is a rare Virgin Bighorn. Barraging Bighorn? Maybe that's it. You say stuff wrong enough times, you just believe it's true. Yeah! Another box that bites the dust. You know, so this is a new thing to this set. They didn't have generic token items before, so I'm still not quite sure on how to use those yet. But I'll do the research. Okay, High Speed Impact, Rushing River, and a Rune Chant. Those Rune Chants are gorgeous though. Holy Toledo. And look at these packs, and look how well they open. Like every single one I've been able to open like that. Okay, another Dauntless, Promise of Plenty, and a common Choke Slam. Not what I was hoping for. We got to get at least one more decent foil. Maybe another Majestic or two. That'd be great. Okay, so here we go. Here's a Guardian Weapon, Sledge of Anvilheim. Ooh, a Majestic. Stamp Authority. And a Lunging Press. Both deserve to be sleeved up. That is right. Both of them deserve that. Okay. A Majestic and a rare foil. But see, like those oh, so that's not a weapon. For a second there I was thinking that was a weapon. It's just an attack reaction, because there's reactions too. Well, there's a lot to this game. A lot more than what you initially think. Romping Club. Brute Weapon. Okay, High Speed. Ooh, Rattlebones. Ooh. Pathing Helix. I haven't done a Rune Blade deck either. So Rune Blade didn't come out till Arcane Rising, or I don't know. Possibly. I don't remember. But I've really only played with the starter decks. I haven't messed with a whole lot of other stuff, but I am. I'm starting to. I'm researching decks a lot more, kind of learning the ins and outs. They had the New Zealand championships recently. The Mandible Claw. Remember we got that in Rainbow? Or maybe that was our cold foil. No, we didn't. No, we didn't get that in foil. No, we just got that before. They just had the tournament. So, ooh, Sledge of Anvilheim. That is sweet. So this is our cold foil. Now it's hard to see on camera, but when you see it in person, the reflection on the sides and the way that it reflects just the hammer, maybe some of the runes just slightly. This is a cold foil. This is unbelievably gorgeous. I have no idea how much this cost. This is only the second time I pulled it. That was the first time I pulled it. This is the second time, and it happens to be cold foil. Yeah, you did it. Would have preferred an Arcanine, or whatever that is. It's like $1 million. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Look at these two guys. Ira Young and Reinar. Just hanging out together. Okay, reinforce the line. That's cool looking. And a common predatory assault. We're doing it. We're doing it. We only got a few left. It's sad, I know. This video is going a little bit longer than I expected, but honestly, I'm just enjoying myself. There's a crane dance, barraging bighorn, and a brutal assault. That was brutal. I feel assaulted after opening that pack. They all can't be good, because without the bad cards, there wouldn't be good cards. Without good cards, there wouldn't be bad cards. So there's your warrior hero, one of them. They're coming out with other heroes, too, within the classes. So stuff's happening. Stuff is happening. And a bolt. Okay, 2 packs left, guys. Oh, man. We already got our cold foil, so unless we happen to get lucky enough for a second one, I really don't foresee that happening. And cold foils are actually where the money's at. A lot of times, good weapons, good cards. You know, there's Binji, one of our rares. Okay, and an overblast. Here we go, guys. Last pack. Kind of bittersweet. Kind of bittersweet. I'll tell you, overall, we did all right. We did all right. Just a common increase the tension. Let's take a look at this one more time. In the sleeve, you can't even see it as well, but so cool. So cool. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any flesh and blood questions, you're going to have to ask an expert. Just kidding. I'm going to become one, okay? So we'll talk to you soon. Actually, we'll do the outro, right? Yeah, that's how that works. What did you guys think? What did you think? I mean, honestly, it was a long opening. I don't know how many of you got through it because we're all obsessed with Magic, and sometimes the other type of stuff just kind of goes by the wayside. And I've personally played a ton of games, of card games that have come out through the years, and nothing's like Magic the Gathering. And I still, I'm not pushing Magic aside because I love the game. It'll always be kind of my game. It's nostalgic to my childhood, and I really enjoy it. So, I finally found another game that piques my interest, and it's just different, and you have different ways of going about it. And when you lose, it's because you suck. It's because you suck, because honestly, you can take there's not as much discrepancy in decks. Yes, at times and as you go along, and if you're going to play competitive with the more expensive legendary cards and whatnot, decks are better and you are able to do more stuff, more powerful things. But honestly, you buy a couple of these boosters for like $150, get a couple of play mats, and get to playing. And like Magic, Magic it just keeps going up and up. Some of these cards, you can sell them online, like individual cards, $10, $15, $20, $30. I mean, a lot of them that I pulled, the Rainbow Majestics, I mean, some of those are worth like $30. A lot. The cold foil weapons, the cold foil weapons, going for a crazy amount of money on eBay, and people are buying them. I mean, it's pretty regularly. If you just go below the minimum price at that time that they're going to sell. So, and also the groups, like the groups that I'm involved in Facebook, are selling constantly because there's not as many people around in different areas. I bet you in a few years, because it hasn't even been out. It's been out almost exactly a year. Yes, so it hasn't been out quite a year, but almost exactly a year. And the amount of time that this game has grown in 1 year is pretty incredible. It's almost Magic standards, in my opinion. I foresee in a couple of years this thing actually getting pretty popular. So anyways, let's just delve in. Thank you so much for subscribing. I was going to say, let's just delve in. I was almost thinking I was doing the intro. But make sure you're subscribed. Like the video if you don't mind. We always, Josh, Dave and I are always mentioning the likes and the comments and stuff, and it's kind of fun for us. We're in like a chat on our phones and a group chat, and so it's fun. We're always talking about that stuff, so we do appreciate all that stuff. Plus, with the comment, if you leave a comment, you can win cards, packs, whatever. Maybe I'll give away a hero deck if you guys want, or something on one of the firesides. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. But we appreciate it. And one thing that I have not said in a while, and it's still very, very important to me: pay it forward, guys. Pay it forward. There's always somebody less fortunate than you, and it's always appreciative, like just super heartfelt when those people can receive something. So thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you on the next video.